This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
Back to throw. It's Wegman. Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On the run, it's Connors. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He'll take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Close to the marker, it's Green. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Wegman. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got a man. It's Broussard. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's caught. It's Connors.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Wegman. It's complete to the right.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Using his legs, it's Dura. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity, the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Durham. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Off-play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The quick out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know it sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 20. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Connors. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Broussard. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fit.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds space on the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Thomas.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air. It's Wegman. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. With the catch, it's Thomas. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Durham. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Handoff to the single back. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thomas. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Broussard. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Using his legs, it's Connors. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Gain of 6. 1st down for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's McGarry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 32, set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Caught behind the line. It's Connors. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Catch in the middle, it's McGarry. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Power football with the run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Gets the back moving. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Wegman. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in, it's McGarry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Broussard. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Finds his tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Houston will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. On the move, it's Durham. Picks up the first down, still moving. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Weckman. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the... There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGarry. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these.
Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for space. It's Sanford. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Pulls it in. It's McGarry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Out of the gun, the inside give. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. From the gun, give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Rides the back on the option to give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the ground, it's Durham. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Creates a little space. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. Now the pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground. the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Durham. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, and making the tackle.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.